Hi guys, today we're going to react to Sit, Stay, Roll Over by Jinjer. This is a Buy Me a Coffee request from Dan W60. Thank you, Dan, for this request and for all your ongoing support. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Dan. We appreciate all the support you're throwing our way since pretty much the beginning. Keep it coming. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
There's a lot to unpack here. The music video is an attack on the senses. It's an older Jinjer song from 9 or 10 years ago. The band is the Jinjer that we know and love. Tatiana started with harsh vocals. Beautiful. She takes you to another dimension where monsters roam with those vocals, and she ushers in the intensity of the band in the song. Beautiful. The rest of the band members awesome on their instruments. The subject matter hinted, to me at least, that it's dealing with everything to do with the narrative that the media imposes on people. And then there's a section in the song that gave the same energy as Killing in the Name by Rage Against the Machine. When in Killing in the Name of, there's a section when they go, those who are in forces are the ones who burn crosses. They keep repeating that. And she did that same thing here, that the lyrics are different here. It's the exact same energy. I would not be surprised at all if this was a sort of a hat tilt towards Rage Against the Machine, because the subject matter here, I think, is similar. Beautiful way to deliver a point.
I agree with most of what you said as far as the band sounds fantastic. There was definitely Tatiana channeling Zach De La Rocha from Rage Against the Machine in that part you're talking about. I know exactly what you mean. As far as the meaning of the song, I'm not 100% sure as to exactly what they're talking about, but it could be a very general thing. As you said, it could be the media, could be something to do with that. To me, it's more to do with a broader brainwashing by extremists. Any kind of extremist group, ultra-nationalistic, fascists, Nazis, extreme Islam, anything like that, especially because there was a line in that first or second verse that said, the baying of berserks with each right paw upraised. Made me think of Nazi salute, the right paw upraised. And then they said they're painted red in blood. And I was thinking of a hand painted in red in blood, which is a Hamas thing,
Yeah.
you know, from when the Israelis who ventured into...
Got lynched in an apartment, yeah.
Yeah, they had the hand with the blood. And it became a symbol which was apparently okay to wear in the Academy Awards.
Because nobody there knows what it means, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she meant that or not, but that's where it took me. It just felt like it's having a go at basically anyone who's brainwashed and is going extreme of any point. You know, they're basically just listening to someone who's telling them what to do, and they do it like brainless beasts, which is what kind of the song is saying. There was something else in here. One path, one past, one trust made me think of also, I think it was the Nazis with one Reich, one folk, one leader. It just made me think of that. It might not be what she meant, but it sounds like it to me. Could be anything, but it's just about mindless hounds following somebody else's will. It's not even their own. They don't even know the information, and they don't seem to care, which is what is happening around the world right now with all kinds of demonstrations and whatever. And I don't want to get into politics, but that's what it felt like to me, and it is, I believe, a very worthy message.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. It's a plethora of things. It's an umbrella of whatever ideology is being violently pushed onto the public and supported by ignorant people. Basically, yeah, it's a very heavy song.
Yeah, very close to home, this one. That was a heavy one, no question. Heavy in meaning and in musical style. I love that part where she says, one path, one past, one trust. And then it's not one's path, it's not one's past, it's not one's trust. It's not my path, it's not my past, it's not my trust. Basically saying, this is your way, not mine. And you're going to end up basically devouring yourselves in one way or another. That was kind of the ending of it. You're going to destroy yourselves. You're going to self-implode somehow, somewhere, sometime. Eventually, I think maybe all of those people who are brainwashed into believing whatever they believe will probably have to face the actual reality and the actual truth when it's in front of them, and be forced to somehow either change their opinion or change their ways or stick to their guns and end up devouring themselves. That seems what the reality is going to be.
Yeah, on a more general term, it probably relates to more things, but the thing that reverberates in my mind the loudest is conquest. Any one nation or one tyrant or one people who tried to conquer the world failed in time. There's no one nation that rules the entire world. No one people. Many tried, but they failed.
Yeah, success is short term.
Yeah, maybe that's what they mean. That they're going to lose their followers. They're going to implode. Whatever empire tried to take over the world, they're heading for a massive failure if history is a good teacher.
The thing is, back then, I think that a lot of these people, these cultures were ruled by these people, were ruled under like an iron fist. So they had to follow out of fear. These days, people have a lot more freedom to find information, to know who to believe, what to believe, and they don't do it. That's the scary thing about today, where everybody just goes, with whatever information works for them for one reason or another, and they just run with it, and they become basically like a pack of hungry beasts. They become rabid. There's no logic to follow. You can't discuss anything with anyone. You can't have an open debate. It's all rah, rah, rah. If you don't agree with me,
This subject matter is familiar with the type of topics that Jinjer usually sing about. And this was many years before the war in Ukraine started. They must have had that incentive to talk about political things way before when they felt it at home. The forcing of a people to go to war.
Well, the political strain between Russia and Ukraine to some level has existed for a long, long time. I mean, obviously, the Ukraine was conquered by the USSR.
I guess I'm just flabbergasted at the level of energy that comes from this song, because they're so fierce and they're so in your face. The song is like a firing squad of ideology, questions that need to be asked.
I don't know. I think it gives the information right away. The answers are there. This exists, and probably too much of it. And this was from, say, roughly a decade ago. It's probably worse today. So this is an ongoing problem. Obviously, it hasn't improved in the time since this song came out. But I do love how intense Jinjer tend to be about causes they feel strongly about, and they put it into their music, and it comes out beautifully. The lyrics are strong. The songs are fantastic. Tatiana's voice, as always, clean and rough vocals, beautiful. The band is awesome.
Tatiana had this interaction with a dog there, where she screams at the dog. I don't know if they shot it in the same shot. I don't know of any dog who would react when having somebody scream at him. That interaction, in my mind, correlates with the title of the song, Sit, Stay, Roll Over. She's trying to wake up the dog from being trained to sit, stay, and roll over. Essentially, the dog is us. The dog is people. She's trying to wake up the people from being good doggies and obeying their master.
Yeah, that's what the song is about. Dogs, hounds, monsters, whatever you want to call them, that's what people have become when they are brainwashed. That's what she's saying. And some of them need to be at least faced with what they've done, what they've become, what is being done to them, whichever way you want to look at it. And hopefully they'll change their ways. However, doubtful. So yeah, that was a bit of an experience. Definitely intense. Thank you so much, Dan W60, this request and many, many others. You have been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the ongoing support. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Dan, for requesting this song. It was a real slap in the face. We enjoyed reacting to it very much. More like this would be much appreciated, and thank you for all your ongoing support. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and click the little bell icon so you get notified on all our future videos. If you have a song in mind you'd like us to react to, please make your request through BuyMeACoffee. The link is at the top of the description below. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you all for your time.
As always, our Jinjer Reactions playlist should be up on the screen sometime about now. Give it a click, check them out. An amazing, amazing band, fantastic live and otherwise. Check them out and let us know what you think. Thank you so much for all the support coming our way. We appreciate you so much. We'll be back in a couple of days with a new episode, and we hope to see you all then. Thanks again, guys. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.